Good afternoon. See, yes, it is afternoon. How is everyone? Hopefully, somewhere comfortable. And if you're watching this at a later time and I'm not lying, y'all click that like button still and comment in the regular comments. If you are new, click the subscribe button. And we're going to actually be covering a subject that one of you guys suggested in the comments on the community section a while back. So, someone asked me to do a video on how to stay leveled up looking while in the comfort of your own home while living with a man. Because a lot of women like come home, take off their clothing, and if you wear a wig, snatch off your wig, take off your makeup, and just get in some comfortable sweats or whatever it is that you put on to do, your Netflix and chill or just to relax around the house. But when you are living with someone and you're trying to, get to that next level, like getting married or getting that ring, or if you're already married and you're newlyweds and you still want to keep, your looks looking cute, while you're lounging around the house, you're going to need a little formula. So I'm here to help you guys with that because, when I first started living with James and got married, I had little cute stuff and things that I would do. And so I'm going to share them with you. First of all, you're going to need some things that you use after you get comfortable. So, like, a lot of people have their signature perfume for wearing out in the daytime or in the evening for something fancy. Well, you're going to need a lounging perfume or some type of lounging scent. So if you have body sprays, that's great. If you have a certain perfume, that's great. Choose one that's specifically for your lounge. That way you can kind of make a ritual out of it. So I would choose a really nice one that's kind of expensive, but nice to smell. So of course I'm always gonna use what that's something that's very classic, like Chanel No. 5 or Miss Dior, whatever you like. Use something that is nice. As when you get home, you still need to smell good. So spray yourself with something nice after you've changed into something soft and silky. So I have a bunch of cute little sets. This is actually a vintage set that I bought a while back. And it has like this nice little cute, looks like something someone would wear on their wedding night back in the old days. But it has this like really cute little pearl button up thingy right here. And it's very long and luxurious. And you can wear some little cute heels or, ballet flats, slippers around the house if you just want to look cute. And then this is like it's a shorter nightie under there if you want to show some legs, and has some like ruffles and stuff on it. So this is really cute to wear around the house when you're just lounging instead of sweatpants and a t-shirt, if you want to keep or grab that attention. And also, you're not going to be looking like you're supposed to be scrubbing floors or making dinner. So if you get home quickly and change right into this or something like this, they're not going to be asking you to do a bunch of chores and whatnot because you're going to be like too silky and satiny. You know what I'm saying? And so you just, these are the more modern ones that you can probably buy at Victoria's Secrets and whatnot, or wherever you're shopping. So get something like lacy or satiny or silky and put it on so you won't be asked to do a bunch of chores, cooking or cleaning, like you were going to do that anyway, but it will just look totally out of place. You're too cute. Okay? So stay cute. Get you some of those cute little nighties. They sell them everywhere in the pajama section. If you like vintage stuff, go shop online. You can find a lot of those vintage nightgowns on Poshmark or any of those places that sell vintage things. Just maybe have it dry cleaned and, whatever. Okay. The next thing you need is your lounge makeup. Now, I know the whole point of taking off your makeup is take off your makeup, but you still need to look cute. So I would suggest a translucent or just a powder after you've washed your face, because you can always just rinse it off again or get a makeup wipe before you get into the bed and wipe it off, right? You need like a powder just to keep your face looking like beach. And then you also need a beautiful lipstick. It doesn't have to be red. It can be pink or just a tinted gloss or a tint. But you need to look extra luscious, kissable and things like that. If you're going to be leveled up, living with a man, trying to look cute, trying to get that ring, try not to be looking like the maid. So keep a lipstick and a powder on. And, that's easy to wipe off before bed and put on your, do your skin routine. Okay. So make sure you do that. Now, I know a lot of people that wear wigs, I wear wigs. And when you snatch off a wig, sometimes your hair underneath, hold on, where is it? It's not the best looking hair do. You know what I mean? So, darn it, I had what I was looking for and then I lost it. This is so cute though, right? This is Oscar de la Renta too. Sometimes you can find some really good brands of these vintage 90s for super cheap online. So, especially like Poshmark or any place that sells vintage, even Etsy. Okay, so these cute scarves you can wrap around your head and maybe like pull a few strands out in the front, or get you some clip-in bangs and clip them on the front if you're doing cornrows, or do like a clip-in, a little swirl. I mean, I'm always trying to look cute, so you might as well, right? You can just unclip that thing and you can like do it like a little bow, like I Love Lucy or something like that. Or if you have a really cute scarf, you could do your scarf up like this in a nice little knot with a little bit of like a little hair hanging out. It could even be a clip-on piece of hair, okay? Who cares? I mean, he ain't gonna pull it out, is he? These are the vintage looking like scarves that they used to wear over their hair before they went to bed, or rollers, or some of them wear them as headbands or neck scarves, whatnot. So you can kind of, I don't really want to mess up my hair, but like if you don't wear a wig and you just want to look extra cute, or if you have a roller set, you can put a little bunny bow on your head, like, or if a scarf or whatever, and still look cute. Have it match your nightgown or whatever you're using. But you can buy these types of things all online. They sell them on Amazon everywhere. Just type in like, I don't even know what the name of those are, but like, you could do satin scarves, silky scarves, whatever. Just find some and, do that. Get your little clip-in bang or clip-in swirl and get it on, okay? They'll never know the difference. They'll just know you're not getting ready to go anywhere. You're not going to run any errands. You're there to look cute. Got your smell good on. If you guys like, to smell good all over, I suggest definitely getting you a signature. I mean, you can even get it the same brand as your perfume, but like make sure you're soft. So when they touch your arm or your legs or your hands, you're extra soft and not all crusty. So get you a nice lotion or body butter that smells good, because, when you're sitting there, if y'all are on the couch and he grabs your hand, you don't want your hand to be all dry and crusty. So make sure you lotion up while you're at home. Make sure you're always very soft. If you're very soft, it equates to very feminine. Okay, so you always want to be extra moist. I know, especially in the winter when a lot of ladies get that dry skin. His hand's supposed to be hard, but yours is supposed to be soft. It's a contrast, okay? And the softer you are and the more delicate you feel and smell, the less work you're going to have to do, okay? And the more money you can get, okay? I know I'm going to stick that in there. So if you're already moist and you don't need a lot of extra lotions and things like that, if you sweat, if you're the exact opposite, get you some powder and like rub it on you. Like, some people, they got different skin type. Get your little powder puff, put it on under, your pits and boob area and back of your neck. Just stay, smelling good. And they have lots of this powder stuff. This is kind of like a vintage type of thing that a lot of ladies used to do in the old days. They used to put powder all over them after they got the bathtub or whatever. But they have like luxury powders that you can get, like well, Chanel or any type of perfume. They still kind of have, if you look on their old websites, or you can even find the vintage containers still on Etsy and Poshmark, and put your own powder in there, whatever you like. But a lot of perfume companies still sell powder, or you can just get some regular powder from the store. I know they have a lot of these type of things at, where did I get this at? Like Tuesday Morning, Ross, Marshalls in the beauty section. You know what I'm saying? You can still find cute stuff like this, or even just online somewhere. And I think this one is called, I think this was actually made in Italy too. And this one is called Aerobasatica di Athenas, 1969. So it is like kind of like a vintage brand, but it was a new product. So a lot of these vintage brands still make powder. So especially in the summertime when it's hot and you don't want to be extra sticky, get you some powder. But that Johnson and Johnson baby powder, they say don't use that down there because it be causing cancer and stuff. So skip over there and just get it over here. Okay, if y'all gotta use baby powder, but I suggest a scented powder, like a perfume scented powder. It's much more luxurious anyway and bougie. Okay. And it smells good. Like if you don't like a heavy smell, or if you just, you want to be comfortable and it's hot because it is summertime, you just pat yourself down. It also makes your skin very smooth to touch and keeps you fresh when you move around and things like that. Okay. And so you also, like I said, a face powder, if you just don't want to look like you have nothing on your face, you can wipe everything off. Just do a face powder and a lipstick, and that way you can just wipe it off before bed without having to do a bunch of stuff. Of course, y'all can get my Leveled Up Cosmetics face powder. Comes with a little cute poof. Isn't it cute? Oh, there's a little mirror in there. And there's different colors and things like that to match your skin tone. You can also make sure that if you have a special pair of slippers or socks or whatever that you wear, make sure they're cute and dainty and things like that. And as you come home as a man to like a woman that's all leveled up, even in her comfortable lounge clothes, you're gonna feel like very masculine, and you're not gonna be expecting her to do like all this crazy stuff, and you're just gonna be like, "Oh, you look beautiful today, honey," instead of coming home to someone in a pair of sweats and hair in a bonnet and whatnot. You're gonna come home just like, "Ooh, this is pretty." That's how they used to do in the old days because they had to keep their husband. They were like, "Oh." They literally fretted about how to keep their husbands interested by looking the best they could, smelling the best they could back in the old days. Okay, so now that people have gotten like this, like you can get comfortable around your spouse when you get a little bit older after some kids and whatnot. And you can throw on some sweats, but make sure, at least your hair looks good, or your face still look good. And after 20 years of marriage, I don't think they care anyway. But in the newlywed phase, in the just living together phase, you're going to need this extra stuff because this is what men feel like they want to come home to. Okay, so make sure. And if you have like a little champagne glass or a fancy cup, that you could be lounging with and drinking whatever you're drinking out of it, even better. So you can look like, all of that. Also have a hobby. And that could be something like that keeps you a little bit busy and not like all up under them. Because like I said, you don't always want to be all up under them or extra needy, especially when they first walk in the door or at home. You need to allow them to chase still. So you need to have something to keep you busy. That could be anything. That could be writing in a journal. That could be, whatever your business is. If you have a business, it could be reading a book, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Writing poetry. I don't know. Just keep busy. Garden. Well, you don't want to really garden in your lounging outfit, but you can water the plants if you have plants in your house. Just stay on top of things. Make it look like you're busy. And then when they want that attention, when they want your attention, they will make an effort to kind of interrupt you or come find you or ask, hey, what are you doing? Do you have time to sit down and talk for a second? Da, 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 da. So make sure you're looking cute, you lounge, you're comfortable, you look like you're easily accessible. But they have to come get you. They got to come find you. They got to interrupt what you're doing because you're still the priority. You just look like you look comfortable. You're not going or look like you're ready to be laid down in the bed, but still you're very busy. So it gives them the initiative to want to chase because like if you're wearing something all silky and sexy and stuff, but you're busy watering plants or writing down something or journaling, they now feel that masculine tinge and urge to come get you. Okay. After they've already settled down, like after they get in from work or whatever, after they settle down, do whatever they got to do. Now they come looking for you. Something soft and something that smells good, something that is going to arouse their senses as a man. But you're not going to be all up in their face. They'll see you and then they'll come get you. Okay. Yes, find some business. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. How are y'all doing? So, y'all like my hair? Y'all like my little vintage look? So, yeah. So, do y'all have any questions or do y'all have any extra added bonus tips for us? Y'all can definitely put them in the live comments or the permanent comments at the bottom. What do y'all do? Do y'all have any tips? Uh, you're loving my look. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm How can you get that name in that will? Movie night, baby. Get all cute and dolled up in one of these fancy lounging frocks with a nightgown. Find you an old movie where the man leaves her nothing in the will and she poor and distraught and sad and she has to go find another man to take care of her. Make sure you put that type of movie on. If y'all know any movies like that, list them in the comments. But you need to do your research. Go find a movie where, the man forgot to leave a will and pull it up and watch it together and be like, I don't know what I'll do if that ever happened to us. Oh, you would never do that to me, would you? Get that wheel. The power of suggestion through movie night, darling. Pop him up some nice popcorn or in a microwave or however you make your popcorn. I'll make mine on the stove the old fashioned way. Get y'all some movie candy, make it a whole ordeal, put on your cute outfit. It's like, we're gonna have movie night tonight and like find a list of movies that uses the power of suggestion to give you money, to put you in that wheel, to put you on that deed, to buy you that house. Whatever you need to do, go. You got to do your research though. So find some good movies and put them on your movie list. And power of suggestion is very powerful. Kiss him when he comes through the door from work, then go back to looking bit. If you want to. But make sure he see all of that, okay? Make sure he see all of it and smell it. Then you go back to doing whatever. If you usually greet him by giving him a kiss, great. Do it real quick and get in and get out. Then make him come chase you after he's settled, okay? It's not your job to settle him. It's not your job to bombard him, with a bunch of questions and nagging. Honestly, you can do that later when after you get what you want, darling. And why do you think of Bath and Body Works brand? It's cute. I love Bath and Body Works stuff. I like all types of brands, as you can see. I don't discriminate. Okay? I will buy whatever. But honestly, like as whatever you think smells good, that's what you use. Um, so wear whatever you like, okay? I'm I'm just wearing stuff that I like at the moment. It can change up, I might put on some tropical smelling stuff, put a flower in my head, wear something with a flower print on it, and watch some movie set in Hawaii if I'm trying to get on vacation to Hawaii. Okay. So, make a theme of it. You trying to get on vacation? Get you some tropical smelling food. Get you a fruit tray. Get you some Bath and Body Works tropical stuff. Get you a little nightie that looks like a Hawaiian print and tropical flowers on it. Get a little flower in your hair. Oh, we should go on vacation. Set it up. Do what you gotta do. So, you can also theme your looks, your smells, your perfume, your drinks, your snacks for movie night, for whatever you're trying to suggest. You trying to go to Paris? And get you a Parisian theme. Get you some French perfume and some Powdel and some French blue and get, find some movies with the Eiffel Tower in it, and there you go. You know what I'm saying? But, at least it shows your creativity, your commitment to the relationship, and it allows him to kind of fall into your world. And, the feminine is very imaginative and creative. So if you set the stage, he'll fall into it, and then you could direct. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like painting the life that you want and creating the life that you want and surrounding yourself with the props and all the good things and looking leveled up, smelling leveled up, and also getting your ideas and things across via the tools at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your accessories, your clothing, your movie choice, your choice of how you smell, what your snacks are, how you look, your makeup, whatnot. So make sure you're also understanding that men kind of depend on women to drag them into their fantasy world, and they want to play that role as well. Because they're not really good at that. Women are. It's like if a man buys a home, and then the woman decorates it and makes it into this beautiful house, home, feeling of warmth and things like that. That's what they depend on us to do. But we do that with all of our little trinkets and powders and perfumes and nightgowns and movie choices and snack trays. If we make some snacks for us, and, you got to have something to munch on in the movie. Um, our hobbies and things like that, where they have to come chase us and drag us, and then make them drag them into their imaginary world with our costume and makeup and hair and all the accessories that go with it. They want to be a part of that too, but it's kind of like, you know the masculine and the feminine, dynamic. So let them chase, let them ask questions. You just provide the atmosphere, the looks, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, it's Kay Sprinkle Sprinkle or Kai, yeah. Love your content. Can I send you some natural designer fragrance inspired body product? Maybe Sprinkle Sprinkle. If you are on my Patreon, write me a message there. If you're not, join the first tier. It's I think it's like $7 a month, and then write me over there, and I definitely will respond back and try to get you a way to send your designer fragrances, natural designer fragrances to me. Okay. Let's see if I can find that link. And you can unsubscribe to the Patreon at any time. But this is how I kind of keep my circle very small as far as who I communicate with. That's not business or anything like that. Let's see if I find it. Okay, here we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the live comments that way. Anybody who wants to subscribe, or not subscribe, but become a part of the Patreon, there you go. You get PDF books and all that kind of stuff if you're tier 2 and up. Posts. There's live videos on the posts and stuff, so y'all see. But definitely write me there, and we'll see. And thank you for the donation, by the way. And we'll definitely see what we can do. 'Cause, I'm all for entrepreneurship. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So the next thing you can do is um so fragrance around the house. How to stay leveled up around the house. Light some candles, and I've already told y'all about the ambiance. Light some candles, make sure it smells good. Make sure there's not laundry hanging out everywhere, even if you gotta stuff it in a closet to hide it. I don't care. But make sure there's not clothes and socks everywhere because that's just disgusting. At least make it look nice, even if you gotta throw the disgusting stuff in a closet or in a hamper and put it in the laundry room or whatever. But don't have a I don't like coming home and stuff look dirty. I don't care if it really is dirty. Make it look clean temporarily, at least. I don't care. Get that laundry basket out the way. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? I hate looking at that. I don't like that. I mean, if I was a man, I'm coming home after a long day of work. Even if I was a woman, going home after a long day of work. If I was Pick Misha, Barbara, whoever, I still don't want to see that. Okay. I know Barbara the Builder don't want to see that either. Okay. I don't think anyone does. So hide it at least. Or, put a nice pretty blanket around and put some little fairy lights and plug it up. Do something, but I don't want to see it. I hate that. I mean, your personal areas, your desk, a closet, a storage closet can be a little junky, but not the foyer, not when you first walk in, not your living room, not where you're supposed to feel comfortable, relaxed, and less stressed out. That doesn't need to look bad. That part needs to look good. You know what I'm saying? All right. So make sure, that part's nice and neat. Um, at least, okay, because I can't. If I walk into a house, my mood is gonna drop if there's crap everywhere. Okay. I don't care if it's hidden crap, just I don't want to see it. You said our fishnets. Okay, so it depends on your theme. So, like, if you have a more seductive theme, and you like reds and blacks and nudes or whatnot, and you want that super sexy look, get you whatever you need, props, garters and thigh highs, fishnet, whatever you need. Yes, do all that too. Um, but if you do that, this is the reason why if like it almost seems like you're chasing them. That's supposed to be for like more of a special occasion or when you go into the restroom to freshen up, then you pop out with that after you've changed out from this. If they brought you some jewelry or something home or your favorite meal, so from the favorite restaurant to go, and they brought you something nice home, you eat and say, "Oh, thank you, baby," and then when you say when y'all get to the bathroom, you say, "Oh, let me go freshen up," or then you switch into that other outfit. Okay. But if you're wearing that when they first walk in, they're just gonna go straight to the bedroom. It's gonna be like, and then they're gonna fall asleep, and you don't get to watch your movie and suggest a Hawaiian vacation or a Parisian vacation or whatnot. So save that for right before bedtime, or have it on up under this. Or if they don't, if they have a short attention span, great, wear that, fine. But make sure you have like a cover up so they can't see all the goods. Now, let them unwrap you like a gift. Let them ease it to you in your presence and all your femininity as the evening passes by. And this is how you can stay leveled up. And they're gonna bring you flowers, stuff like that, because they know you're all looking cute and delicate. They're gonna think of nice gifts to give you because they know you're gonna be looking good, and whether they get denied or not later on in the bedroom will be up to them and how good they act and what they do when they get home from work. So this is how the women start to slowly get what they want, control these men by just doing these simple things, especially when you're living with one. Okay. What do you do if you rent an ugly apartment? Not invite him. Well, you honestly, I'm not inviting him anyway and doing all of this for him if he's not paying my ugly apartment bills or inviting me to live with him and paying all the bills. Okay. So first of all, you don't invite no man over your house who ain't paying your bills. or at least some of them. You know what I'm saying? So no, you won't be inviting no dude over your ugly apartment unless he's paying for that ugly apartment. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You can look cute and leveled up and do all this stuff at home by yourself and FaceTime him, but he ain't coming over. He can invite you over to his house, or whatnot if you choose to go if y'all are in a relationship. But he don't spend the night unless he paid him bill. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you sugar daddy and still keep sex off the table? Have separate bedrooms. Don't dress like all cute like this. Maybe wear pajamas with pants and button ups all the way up to here. And constantly be doing something that requires him to leave you alone, like painting your nails or your toenails. So it's kind of the opposite. You want to keep him off of you, wear stuff that's hard to get off, do stuff that he can't touch you because your nails are wet or, whatever, whatever. So keep you, even if it's clear nail polish, girl, get you some clear nail polish and always be polishing. And instead of like looking all soft, like sexy and stuff, like do pajama sets. There you go. Because it's still feminine, it's still soft, but it's not inviting as much as a short, silky or satiny robe and negligee underneath. So choose classy, fancy, silky pajamas with pants and long sleeve shirts, or if it's or button up with collars and stuff, and always be painting your nails or doing something like to yourself. Okay. He said slip some melatonin in his teeth. Whatever. But at the same time, that's another way to stay leveled up, but also keeping someone off of you. And then, all of a sudden, of course, you're going to get your headache before bedtime. Have your, fake bottle of ibuprofen, but just put some like biotin or some type of vitamin that enhances your beauty in there and take one. Okay. There you go. You said, whatever you do, don't wear bonnets. Exactly. A lot of people, have these pretty scarves and little clip-in bang that they can put on and tie it up and look cute. So that's what I suggest. Uh, versus the bonnet. You're okay. So, how to look lazy while bringing nothing to the table. Look cute. Bring your nail polish and polish your nails so you don't have to do anything. Dress cute, hair, cute scarf with clip-in bang if you, do cornrows under your wig, or if you have your own hairstyle that you wear, tie a little thing or put a headband on or whatnot. Um, Always be pampering yourself with lotions or polishes or, you know, um, doing something that enhances who you are, whether it's writing in a journal, if you're, pampered out, reading a book, whatever. But always stay looking busy, like you're caring for yourself. And in order for them to get your attention, they have to put in that effort and they have to do that chasing and they have to, appreciate all that you look like and smell like and are, and let them slowly unwrap you like a package if you do plan to give them some. If not, wrap yourself up super tight as a package and always be doing something that requires them to stay a couple of feet away. And like I said, get you that fake bottle of ibuprofen or aspirin, put you some biotin or some type of, vitamin in it and pop them before bed. Oh, I have a headache. I have cramps, whatever. But you're still going to look good and they're still going to want you, but they may not be able to get you that night. So make sure you have all your props and things like that to make sure that you're staying leveled up while at home, living with somebody, first married to somebody, da 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 da. Okay. If if they're like a leg dude, make sure your legs are shaved and moisturized. If they're a foot person, make sure your toes are painted or you have on some nice slippers if you gotta hide them. Keep your feet pedicured. So make sure you know what to do. You don't want to be caught off guard if you're trying to get that money, okay, or that ring. When he comes over, since he's lying, paying the rent, and that's once, twice, maximum a month. Okay, you okay? Let's see. I'm gonna read some of your questions. Can leveled up women play sports and take martial arts, or is it nearly too manly and masculine? If that's the way that you keep in shape, I think it's fine. But just when you get home, just do whatever you need to do. I don't think it matters if you like when you're at home and you look your most feminine. I think you're fine. A lot of people um, use sports or whatever for their physical fitness, but make sure when you get home, make sure you're looking feminine and smelling feminine, all that kind of stuff. And remember, you're not playing sports or karate chopping someone unless they ask you to. Some people might be into that. I don't know. Um, should you tell a guy who wants to date Mr. that I have with a what? To date that you live with a man? Yeah, tell him you live with a man and see what happens. See if you learn some common sense afterward. If like sometimes they know and they don't care, so you really don't have to tell them. Unless they ask you, who do you live with? Uh, you know, I don't think it really matters until it means that they want to come over your house, they want to pay all your bills, da 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 da. Some men don't even ask that question. Some men don't even want to get to that conversation because they don't care, and that's the funny thing about it. Um, Some people will even cut you off before you start to mention it because they know what you're about to say. They're going to be like, oh, they don't want to have that conversation because they don't care. If somebody already paying your bills and all they got to do is take you out to eat or, pay one of your bills, they're probably happy with that. But honestly, it just depends on the type of relationship that you're trying to create. How do you dissuade him from kissing you politely long term? Um, you don't okay, well just tell him you're not a kisser and you don't like kissing. You're a germaphobe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him cheek. Say I prefer hugs and pecks on the cheek. I'm really kind of a germaphobe when it comes to, all of this mouth stuff. It just doesn't turn me on like it does most women. Just say that. And then they'll be like, okay. How do you get people to invite potential? How do you get people to invite potential without it sounding desperate? Um, well, just say invite throw like if you're gonna throw a party or have a nice outing, go to a really nice upper scale place where not a lot of broke people can afford and do extra. They're not gonna invite somebody who's broke because they can't afford it. Should a man you're dating be asked about the starting salary of your potential new job? Sometimes I feel like the significance. What's the significance? When they share their salary. About the salary, starting salary. If you're asking me my starting salary for my job, um, it's going to be part time anyway, and it's going to be a very low position because I'm going to be lying. So the part time starting salary for a receptionist is very low. I'm not going to be paying for anything. You're not going to be able to, build with me. I'm not going to be Miss Barbara the builder for you. You're going to have to pick up the tab wherever we go because what is a part-time receptionist going to spend, when she's in the company of a grown man? I don't know. So you're not going to be asking me anything because I'm not going to be telling you anything unless it's that. Or I'm a volunteer part-time receptionist, which means ain't no money. you know, that you can account for on my behalf. If the man is interested in that, he's trying to build with you, and definitely you want to avoid him at all costs because he's trying to see what you got, and so you know y'all can combine credit scores or something. I don't know, child, but it's not a turn on. It's actually a turn off, and I'd be gone. Okay, okay. If you asking my starting salary, unless I'm on your salary, don't talk to me. How do you know if he really loves you or just wants sex? How much he spends on you. The more he spends, the closer he is to love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The less he spends, the further he is away from love. Get your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let him spend a little bit. If he's asking you for credit score, get a restraining order. How can you get him to get me credit card to build my credit? Tell him you need to build your credit and you need a credit card. That way you don't have to ask him for money all the time. Just say, could you get me a credit card? It's hard for me to get one. I'm also trying to build my credit score. Just ask him like in the bed right before y'all get to doing it. Then pull up on your phone your credit card application or wherever he got to get the credit card from. Then give him some. I don't know. You know how to work it, girl. Every time he pay that bill in full, then, break him off some. Would you consider? I don't know who that is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't like honestly, y'all. Don't ask me about other people on this channel because I don't watch a lot of other people. But if she's a barber to builder, and you consider her a builder, then she's a builder, baby. I don't know. I don't know who these people are. Y'all have to really think about who y'all are really speaking to because I don't watch other YouTubers unless it's like inspiration for fashion style or, some type of uh, DIY or something like that. So y'all have to understand. I don't know. But if she helping somebody, she might be. I don't know. All my bills are automatic payment on his card. That's what I'm talking about, Shayna. That's how you gotta get. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You watch Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and the main character knows the game. Exactly, Divine. Yes, sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of those old school movies have a lot of game because back then women had to use a lot of game because they didn't have equal rights. A lot of them didn't really work or they weren't getting paid as much as a man, so they had to use their ways to get what they needed. A lot of game is in older films. Make sure you watch them. All your man started paying your bills a year after we met, and I quit my job, married now, and a stay-at-home mom. Good for you, Dino Lima. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the life. That's the life. That's the goals. But like I said, stay busy doing your own thing too. Don't just sit there and wait for him. Girl, be busy. You said you'll never be ashamed of taking a man's money while you get yours too. Okay, exactly. Can't wait to hear more about your mortician days. So funny. Ha ha ha. I might write a book on that one day. I might write my experience in a book. Of course, I'm gonna have to change names of the characters and whatnot. I don't think I told names anyway, but I'm gonna have to change that part up so people they can't figure it out. But it'll be maybe soon, maybe next year or the year after that. But I definitely did always plan on writing one. So thanks for the reminder. When you wear your blonde wig, men pay for gas and groceries. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, there are a lot of different wigs, makeup looks, outfits, dresses, types of style that and shoes that you can wear if you running low on that cash and you need volunteers to pay. Definitely be able to break out your arsenal, ladies, and throw that together. If I was, desperate and needed some help and things like that, I know I still have all my arsenal ready. Like, you know how like on those movies where they go into like that secret closet and they have all these weapons and guns like that? Well, when a woman opens hers, it's like purses and wigs and as clothes and jewelry and high heel shoes and makeup. That's our arsenal. So that's kind of like what we what we go and look. We even have lipsticks that look like weapons now. Um, Y'all can get this. It is available. And this the color I'm wearing today is number 13. There's two choices, number 3 and number 13. And I'm wearing number 13 right now. But y'all can get y'all's arsenal ready. And when y'all need it, put it on. Um, you said you have to take care of your real hair too. You think men secretly prefer long hair, yes. Well, you can do both. Like this is my real hair. I think I'm taking really good care of it. And if I want longer hair, I can throw on a wig or put in, clip-ins or whatever. But it's good to have versatility too because you can look any type of way. You could change your hair color with a wig. You could change your length with a wig or some clip-ins, or you can wear your real hair and do every look that you like. And guys like it because it's variety. But stay having an arsenal always. Have a wig you can throw on every now and then or whatever. But I do like having those options. Um, mhm. Shira, you read this morbid article and you thought it was funny about a funeral home director that was selling the. Ooh, well, that's old news. They've been doing that stuff since they opened funeral homes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, You said your hair is the same length as a 20-inch wig. Wow. Mine used to be until I cut it. But it is growing back and it's healthy and I kind of like having shorter hair when I know I can just throw a wig on if I want length. It's kind of curled up right now, but it's really this long. So it's getting there, but it is curled up. Um, how to be more graceful, act more graceful. If you need inspiration on how to be more feminine and graceful and things like that, go watch movies where there are feminine, graceful women who are acting feminine and graceful, and then you go do the same thing. Okay, there you go. It's just an act that you throw on every, when you need to do that. Um, is James loving my pinup hair look? He like whatever I do, as long as it's cute. Um, yeah, he like it. He told me the other day that he likes when I come out of the room in the morning, all fixed up, dressed, hair, makeup done, and all that kind of stuff. He gets excited to see what I came out looking like. So either way, yes. You said watch vintage movies and copy how they walk. Yes. A long time ago, like, in the older movies, they actually trained the women and hired people to teach them how to walk, talk, and, give them a whole new makeover look. Even a certain way to, look at the camera and pose and things like that. So they kind of train them to be, that very feminine, iconic type of, archetype. So if you want to watch older movies to get that type of feel, then watch them. But a lot of times in real life, a lot of those ladies aren't really like that 24 hours a day. They acted like that on screen and in the public eye because that's how you lure them in. But a lot of times those ladies and those actresses were very smart, business minded, very savvy, and had game. But a lot of times that's not very appealing to the masculine, so they kind of use their arsenal and the power of suggestion and their femininity to get what they wanted as well. But having both is always going to be beneficial. Um, so do what you gotta do. You're starting a lipstick line, and men love when you pop out a card in contact for some reason. Okay. Well, it looks like you got your own stuff going on, but little do they know that they'll be funding it. So, is there a level up vacation spot, or do you feel most relaxed, or where you go to? Wherever you want to go. This is the thing that I've learned. Wherever you have been longing to go and really wanting to be or just visit, that's where you go. I like to stay in nice hotels that are nice. I don't like cheap. When you're going on vacation, you should really be going on vacation and having fun and not having to worry about money and things like that. I feel like stay within your means, of course, don't overspend. But I like if I'm going on vacation, I'd rather have luxury than spend money going to like somewhere really expensive and living in uh, bad environments or having to be in an uncomfortable place and having to watch how much money I spend. That's not really a vacation to me. So I'd rather have lush surroundings and leveled up surroundings and living, staying in a very nice place in a nice part of town and having all the things that I want, being able to spend money and eat where I want and go where I want versus having to scrunch and save and not really enjoy the vacation. So I like the luxury of the vacation mostly. So, for example, if I had money to go to one location, but I had to stay in a cheap place and not eat the kind the meals that I want to eat, but be able to visit and do all that kind of stuff, versus going somewhere more local or not as exotic or foreign or whatever. I'd rather stay locally and enjoy the luxury because that's what I'm about. I'm not about, you know, the other thing. If I can't go in style and in luxury, I don't want to go. So, wherever you feel most comfortable and able to relax and be on your best vacation, that's a leveled up vacation. Hmm. Okay. You have a phase and you want to watch movies with Marilyn Monroe. Okay. It's fun. Um, Shira, where's the best pedicure? What's the best pedicure color for a summer vacation? It just depends on what colors look good on you, what you're going to be wearing. I would try to get a color that's going to match everything I put on, or something neutral. That way it doesn't clash. So whatever you're going to bring on your vacation or just for summer, make sure the nail color matches and doesn't clash. So maybe like a cute like nice red or a nice pink or something dark that goes with everything. Dark is not really good for summer, but I like dark nail polish sometimes because I wear a lot of dark colors even in the summer. So it just depends on what your wardrobe is. What, yeah. So whatever your wardrobe is, I like to wear stuff that's gonna match everything. You love white toes or silver? I never got into the white nail polish. Honestly, I think I'm a little too old. But if I were young, but I feel like I'm older and white nail polish is more for the youngsters. Maybe like a nude or a really light nude or something like that, but I can't do white. It's too much for me. Um, you said, "Girl, no, we're the same age." I guess it just depends. Like my taste is a little bit different. Like, I mean, it looks good on some people, but I don't think it looks good on me. I'll just say that. Mhm. Next year, you want to move to Switzerland and find yourself a sugar daddy. Well, good luck, sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't you can't see you without with white nail polish. Okay, you can't see me either. I can't see myself with white nail. Whenever I think I wore it one time, and when I was younger, I got some white out, and I was like painting my nails, and then I put some clear over it, and even used like the French manicure tip one time and did the whole nail and put clear over it, and it's like this is just not me. I couldn't do it. French tips are fine, but I can't do a whole white nail. I don't know what it is. It's just no. Mhm. He said it turns yellow. Plus, I'm always putting makeup on, and the nails will probably, get stained with my makeup or, whatever. I just like having like a color or clear or tips. Um, you said, ooh, we asking ladies her age risky. I don't mind telling people my age. I'm older, and I'm in my 40s. Um, and I don't mind. I think a lot of people always worrying about telling people their real age and stuff. I don't care. You know how old I am. You obviously know I'm not going to fall for the okey doke already by now. So it doesn't matter my age. You said two things a man should avoid asking age and if she's pregnant. I don't mind if people ask me my age, but if they ask me, if they say I'm pregnant, I'm gonna say yes, it's yours, and you owe me some money. Or if you want to be the daddy. Okay, I'll make a joke out of it so they can feel bad and buy me something. Um, you love telling men your age because I look younger. Good. And even if you look older, then say you way older. That way you still look younger. Um, you said the pregnant question is horrible. Yeah, don't ask women if they're pregnant. I mean, if it's round like a basketball and they're wearing tight clothes to show it off, they're pregnant. If it look like they're trying to hide it, or if they have some type of camouflage thing going on, don't ask. I would be, I'm so silly though. I'd be like, yeah, I'm pregnant with food right now. Mm, but that's my sense of humor. Like, I'll make a joke out of a bad situation and it'll always end up silly. Um, all right. If a man wants you to go to the strip club with him, would you? I just want money. Then go to the strip club with him and get them ones at the ATM and make sure you put half of them in your pocket and say you ran out quick and go get some more, girl. Be the ATM runner, the one winner. I told y'all how to get money out the strip club situation. Keep going back, say you ran out of ones. Fold up the ones that you're gonna give to make it look like double, and just stash the rest and keep getting your cash. You're gonna have more than the stripper if you're smart. Act like you want to tip her and go ahead and stash you some and tip her a few. You said you did that before. I know, right? Well, get you some on the side too. Say I ain't even have to strip. Dude, I got my dollars. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it bothered me because I had to see naked dead people as a mortician. So naked live people plus money is better than naked dead people plus no ones. Okay. Um, plus there's music. And you can see what type of women he likes or whatnot. See how gullible he is around other women. Like it's very interesting to watch. So get your money, get your free drinks. Girl, what you doing? You get money, free drinks, and you get to see how he act around other women. Can't lose. Some women are too jealous to do that, but you should never be jealous of a man if you look good. Okay, you supposed to be the cute one. Okay, the stripper probably gonna be trying to come on to you anyway. More more so than him, especially when you live stripper be going the other way. So get your money, baby. Y'all need to get out of that mindset of being jealous. Jealousy gets you nowhere, and jealousy gets you looking insecure. The, the smarter you are, the less jealous you are. I'm just going to tell you all that because you're going to know how to get what you need out of the situation no matter what. Don't be jealous, be smart. It's like, okay, how can I get some money out of this? That's all you got to think about. Okay. Oh, I don't want him looking at other naked women at the strip club. Ooh, what am I going to do? Get his money? You have zero jealousy. Good for you. You supposed to be the cute one anyway. So what are you jealous of? Yeah, emotional control. Exactly. Like, what are you jealous of? All right. So think about that. If you're a jealous type of woman, you need to fix that quick. Okay? Because it shows insecurity and it makes it seem like that woman has something that you're missing and they're going to go look for it. Okay? So get that out of your system, ladies. If you're a jealous person, figure out how to hide it or get paid from it. Either way, you don't need to be showing that. Mhm. You're right. Yes, because that's all you are doing. Saying there's something she might have or has that I don't. If you already got everything, if you're fulfilled within, if you're very confident within yourself, you have nothing to be jealous of that you can go out and get from somebody else or yourself or whatever. Okay, so make sure you understand that first of all. If you jealous of some man, go out and get a man that you ain't got to be jealous of. If you jealous of some woman, do better. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be jealous. It's insecure and it shows that you're lacking something within or without. I don't know. That's just an indication that you need to level up a little bit more. Okay, so whenever you walk in a room, whenever you go somewhere, whenever you are in someone's presence, you should never feel jealousy. If you feel a tinge of jealousy, write a note of what you feel jealous about and go work on it. Because that's all it is. It's just an insecurity that's showing itself in some strange way. Okay. Um, you said your confidence is so high, you're not conceited, just confident. Exactly. Okay, Dino Lima, Sprinkle Sprinkle, I hope I'm saying your name right. Your OBGYN fired you as a patient because you had to stand up for yourself when she was picking on me. You always have women jealous of you. How do you deal? Girl, your OBGYN was fired you as a patient because you had to stand. Girl, when a doctor had to fire you as a patient because you stood up for yourself, that to me, that's a really good thing because you don't just care about what she says or listens to anything just because she has the title doctor in front of her name. Um, yes, your insurance money, your time, and your mental. If she is not a good doctor, she ain't no good doctor. Period. Be done. If she wanted to stay home all day and look cute like you and um, get your money, then she should have did that. That ain't your fault. Shoot, but she got to stir up some stuff all day and make comments about you. I don't care. Shoot, that ain't my problem. Ain't your problem either. Okay. Lately, you've been dressed like you're from the 1950s. Look, it's cute. Why, thank you so much. There's a reason why. You know, there always is. I'm going to introduce to you today the vintage mystery box. Yes, there are 12 items in this box, and they are available right now on levelupcosmetics.us. I have handpicked everything to give you a bunch of to give you a bunch of vintage inspired hair accessories, beauty accessories, style accessories and whatnot, everything of the like. So make sure I'm gonna give you the link. Hold on. Y'all can get it. Y'all know I don't do nothing for nothing. Come on. And plus, I really like the nostalgic style of the 40s and the 50s because it's just so very feminine and pretty. So I wanted to share that with you guys as well. And so I have created another mystery box. There are only a few available, so you gotta hurry up. And I will probably be putting more up um, if we have some left after they sell out for the first. But I'm thinking about putting a lot of new, more vintage products on the Level Up cosmetic and stationery store. So this will just be, a little sample of what may be to come. So I'm telling you now, there's only about 12 available. Maybe you want a mystery box with 12 items. You're going to get cosmetics. You're going to get jewelry, hair accessories. What else is in here? Other type of accessories, beauty stuff that are all vintage themed. So here you go. I'm going to pin it to the top. And y'all can go get them. And I'm going to try to ship them out at least by Monday. So I'll have the weekend to work on them. Sprinkle. Okay. You said having weight makes me look younger and more feminine. Oh, really? It does? I thought it made me look like I had a double chin. Actually, when I turn to the side, you can see a little bit, but from the front, I don't see it. But also the shorter hair makes my face look a little bit more full. Not that it isn't more full, but yes, it does. So when I have my longer hair, my face looks a little bit thinner. But I don't really mind it. And it could also help me to like figure out styles to make it look decent anyway. I don't know. But I always change up things. So I mean, next month I could look totally different. We don't know. That's a surprise about doing what you want. um, I don't know. Like, what style would y'all like to see me in next? Like, this little vintage style is cute. But what style would you like to see me in next? Y'all comment. We'll see if there's something cute that I could experiment with up in there. All right. Uh, because y'all know I like changing things up. Mm-hmm. Y'all like my little flower? Mhm. Flowers. Y'all, these are vintage earrings for real. Are these cute? And this is a little brooch that I got, kind of matches the earrings a little bit. You said flapper girl style. Ooh, the 20s. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of like the 30s and the 40s and the 50s a little bit more, but we'll see. I'm not getting ready to draw in no pencil eyebrow. I already did that in the 90s, and my eyebrows just started growing back. Okay. Uh, this is your favorite style on me so far? Oh, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. A lot of those styles that y'all are talking about, like this Beyonce wig and the top knot bun, I've already done those. You go watch all my old videos, y'all see. Uh, all that I've already done. You said a futuristic look. I don't know how to do a futuristic look. I think that would be interesting. Um, so I guess I'll read some of the comment. You like the 60s? Okay. I'll consider that too. I have a lot of boho stuff, so I can definitely do like 70s. That's easy because I've already done that. But, Um, how do you stop getting emotional with your fiance? Um, if you're gonna marry that dude, you're gonna be with him a long time, or as long as you can stay married to him, child. So just make sure that you understand that it's a strategy and a game on how you choose to react to whatever he does. It's a power struggle. So however you're able to keep the most power in the relationship and gain the most in the relationship, that's what you need to think about before you react emotionally to anything. So before you react to anything that he does, say, is this going to get me more money and keep my power? Or is this going to make me look insecure and like needy or not get my way? So I need to react accordingly. That's how you keep your emotions in check. You think about what you're going to do and how it's going to benefit you before you act on your emotion. Okay. If he doesn't give you the time of day like he used to, if he ignores you, if he doesn't answer your calls, da 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 da, don't get mad. Just fill your time with something else or someone else because that's what he's doing. Okay. I'm not saying he's talking to other women, but what I'm saying is he's filling his time doing something else and you are no longer the priority. So take him off the priority list and place something else there, whether it's yourself, a friend, or whatever. But don't get sucked into that because it's not a good power dynamic. Okay. You say try California style? Nah. Beach hair, boho clothes. I've done boho clothes before. hmm I can't do the 80s. Don't even, no, I'm sorry. I won't be doing the 80s. The 80s were too tacky for me. I grew up in the 80s. I was already tacky during the 80s. Mm, Bad hair, bad makeup, bad clothes. I've already done the 80s. It was fun, but not fun. Don't bring me back there unless it's a joke for Halloween or something like that. I can't do the 80s. Maybe the preppy 80s, yes. The preppy, bougie 80s or the like the glam 80s, but not the regular ratchet 80s. No. Can I do sporty? Heck no. Do I look like I could do sporty? I would never be able to do sporty. Uh, the only sporty way I can look is if I'm like going to like the stables to ride a horse. I can do like polo, um, horse riding, like bougie woman, but I don't do sporty. Mm, you said you knew I was gonna say that. Then why did you ask? hmm Can I do a morning and evening routine for leveling up? Yes. Get up, brush your teeth, put on your deodorant, make sure you look good, smell good, do your hair. Maybe if I feel like it, I might do a get ready with me soon because like I'm debating whether to do that again because it's a long video and y'all get to see the whole process. It's not that bad though. Should we feel guilty for being mean to people who annoy us? I don't know. Like I don't feel like you should feel any guilt if you don't feel guilty about it. If you feel guilty about it, then don't do it anymore. That's my best advice. If you feel bad about it, don't do it. If you don't feel bad about it, why ask yourself, should you feel bad about it? It's like, do you feel guilty about doing certain things that other people find very bad and that you don't? Then why make yourself? hmm You want to see me in Miami eating Cuban food? Um, I don't know. I travel with my kids. If it ain't safe for kids, I won't be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I need to go somewhere where it's safe for children, where it's a nice family environment, where we can all be safe and go out and have a good time. Because that's just me. I don't think Miami is the safest place for children. And but thanks for picturing me there. It's nice. This is the outfit. Mhm. You just found me and you're binge watching all my videos, Abby. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate it. Hit the like button on them too when you watch them every time. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts? Oh, I don't think about other people that's not paying me money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless they're my kids. How do you get older men to take you seriously? Everyone says they get worse with age when they're not with someone for a reason. Um, they have to believe that you're wanting to be there a long time. So you got to talk in terms of we in the future and hold their hand in public and ask where they're going and introduce them as your man. You got to take the reins on that one and claim him. That's how they'll take you seriously. Okay. Oh, where should we go on vacation this year, honey? Okay. And whenever y'all are out together in public and things like that, hold his hand, look like a couple, dress accordingly, look like y'all a couple. When people start referring to you as a couple or as a wife to him, you're like, oh, make sure you do that. But you got to claim him, girl. You got to claim it. That's how they know you're serious with you claiming them. That's how they start taking you seriously when you start taking them seriously. Okay. You have a friend that's in a relationship with a millionaire, but she has to pay bills and just got on OnlyFans. What advice should you give her? She's doing it all wrong. Um, if she'll figure it out. That's all I can tell you. Sometimes people have to go through those experiences to figure it out. She's obviously just dating him for status and not because he can help her. And a lot of times, men know that who have money, and they say, "Oh, well, they'll just date me because I have money, not because I'm spending money." But it's kind of like it's just the status symbol of it all. So he's dating her for her looks, and she's dating him for his status symbol as a millionaire. If she's not getting no money out of it, why shouldn't she have an OnlyFans? Until something better comes along that appreciates her and values her, that can do all that they're supposed to do as a man with means. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yes, let her learn. You married your husband at 25 and he was 56. People started addressing me as ma'am. You learned to just go with it. Exactly. There's respect. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't think most men at 40 and up are children free? I really don't want to be a stepmother, especially if I don't have children. Well, most of the time, the children live with the mother, so you won't probably have to worry about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, and you won't really be a stepmother. You'll just be that daddy's girlfriend or daddy's wife. You don't have to be anybody's stepmom, especially if they're older. Hmm. Ah, you said a friend introduced you to a rich guy, a friend of hers. The man has been spoiling me so much. She seems bothered. How can I fix this? She says she's unbothered. Well, if she says she's unbothered, then believe her. If she's unbothered, she's unbothered. Um, Maybe she just wants someone to do that for her. Maybe not particularly that person. Maybe she's just bothered by the fact that she needs someone to do that for her. Because usually, if you introduce someone to someone, you don't want them anyway, child. So, um, it's important to also know that, if a man is spoiling you and things like that, if that other girl is not being spoiled, it's better not to rub it into her face, um, because she may be like, well, I'm glad you're being spoiled, but now I want to be spoiled by someone. Not, it's not particularly him. It may be just the spoilage. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, at least she introduced you. I mean, without her introduction, might not be. So I feel like, it's kind of a hard situation. Just, talk less about it until she finds hers. Okay. When you're leveling up, you lose friends and you're not that are not on your level. Exactly. And it's okay, if you don't want to be around her anymore, then, great, whatever. But at the same time, I really wouldn't read too much into it. How to act if you look pretty but he doesn't even notice and I'm seeking more for validation. Turn other people's heads in front of him. That's all you gotta do. When you go out in public, look your best. Other heads are gonna roll. If he can't see, he can't see. Other men see. And he see other men seeing. Okay. Make sure you roll other heads if it ain't his. You might be a beard. You don't never know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, you wonder what do the men that watch this video take away? I just might be the chance to see pretty women comment. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, they just get to hear how women think, but at the same time, they know what they have to do as well. Mm. You said after he F's up and does a grand gesture, do you act like he never did anything wrong or discuss what he did wrong? Um, First of all, if a man's gonna do a grand gesture, he already know what he did wrong. So you don't have to discuss anything. Um, you don't act like it never happened. You just make sure that you have your next grand gesture idea lined up if he does mess up again, that it will cost him more the next time around. Usually when you make a man pay for stuff out of their pocket, they're less likely to mess up. Rather than just forgiving, make sure you have your next grand gesture in mind. Okay, so like mess up again, you getting me A, B, C, and D. And and it makes it less about the emotional aspect of it and the betrayal, but more about, the consequences and the punishment it will take to get me back. Because the less emotion that you have when it comes to dealing with silly stuff like this, the more they're going to put themselves in check and try not to mess up again if it's going to cost them. You know what I'm saying? Money talks, and it always will. Uh, what did you? What did you about using? Oh, y'all talking to each other. Okay. Okay. So you said men regularly trigger you. How to avoid them without ruining my reputation and people perceiving me as rude or mean? If it's not beneficial, don't respond to it or quickly and nicely, politely dismiss it. Oh, that's very nice, but I'm just not interested at this time. Oh, that's interesting, but I'm going to be busy. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you say that again? And this time, stop paying attention. You just do it in a nice, nasty way, and don't allow people to trigger you. If they're not the right person for you, then find a way to say, you know what, I had a really good time, and thank you for everything. Um, I just feel like, we're not on the same page as about what we want right now. But it was a lovely date, and I hope you do find what you're looking for. I mean, you ain't good enough for me, and we're not on the same page. Bye. That's all it means. And they might even be more intrigued if you say that. They'll be like, "Well, what happened? What did I do wrong? What page are we supposed to be on together?" Well, you know, I'm really, not looking for anyone who, expects me to do a lot as far as working and paying those type of, paying bills and those type of things. And I see that you prefer independent women, and that's really good. If that's what you're looking for, I just want to let you know that I kind of like the man who pays for everything and takes care of all that type of stuff. So it's probably not going to work out anyway. And I'd rather now than fall in love with me and, me not be able to live up to your expectations. They might change their whole story after that if they really like you. Well, you don't have to work. I just thought you were one of those modern women who liked, men who are interested in their career and want to, contribute and things like that. Because I've met a lot of independent women while dating, but I really like women who, know what they want and aren't afraid to express that. And I would be more than happy to provide and take care of you. You might hear that come out their mouth, but you can't be nice. You can't be rude about it if you want them to, change their stripes. You just got to say it in a nice way and let it be, you know. Can we be short with them and use mean tone or do it? Got to be so. You can do whatever you want. If you don't ever want to see them again, then you do whatever you want. But you never know who they know. You know what I'm saying? So I would just do it in a way that's neutral. If like, you don't have to be mean unless they were rude to you. I'm gonna just say that if they was mean to you and called you out your name, then yeah, go ahead, let loose. But if they weren't rude or anything, then stay neutral at least because you never know who they know. What if they know someone and then you end up dating and they're like, oh, she's a bee. I don't like her. I dated her. They might talk trash about you. So, at least stay neutral. But if they talk to you all kind of crazy, then do what you want. But I really wouldn't curse anyone out. I would just say, well, I guess that's just how your mom raised you. There's nothing I can do about that. Mhm. Mhm. Therapy helped you deal with your disdain for men in a better softer. Oh, that's good. Okay. That's good. You said you never curse or use mean language, but what I did today, for example, was respond, I just feel like it in a rude way, lost my temper a bit. Okay. It doesn't seem like really losing your temper, but if you felt like it, you felt like it. What are they gonna do? Um, what are they gonna do? It's your life. All right, so make sure you stay cute at home, leveled up at home, and do all the things I told you in the beginning of this video. And I'm gonna be going, and definitely y'all go get y'all's vintage mystery boxes. I'll give y'all a sneak peek. There's 12 items in there, and there's cosmetics in there, hair accessories, everything beauty, like the stuff. Just a couple of pieces of jewelry in there. You're gonna have fun. And even if you just want to make your modern look have a little bit of vintage flair to it, this box is perfect for you. Also, y'all like my lipstick? There are a few available still. And this is number 13 that I'm wearing. It is the red Vial Pendant. Just type in red Vial Pendant or just red, and it should come up on Level Up Cosmetics.us. It's also a weapon if you need to stab someone that's getting a little bit too close or who has no money and who's trying to grope you. It's a long wear liquid lipstick, and it stays on. It's very much transfer proof, and you can kiss with it, you can eat with it, and all that kind of good stuff. So I will see y'all on the next video. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. Make sure y'all comment below if y'all are watching this after it's already been aired live, because I still want your feedback as well. I'll see y'all later. Bye.